Let's envision a New York City where a colossal airport towers 70 meters above Midtown Manhattan. Though this idea sounds outlandish now, it was a genuine megaproject proposal in the 1940s. Today's video delves into astonishing megaproject ideas that never materialized. Some were wildly impractical, while others fell through due to financial and political hurdles. Among these proposed projects, which one would you have liked to see become reality? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 6 features the ambitious Dream Airport above New York. The primary purpose of this ambitious plan was to minimize travel duration. During the 1940s, New York faced significant traffic congestion, and with all major airports located outside Manhattan, getting to those hubs was a hassle. A centrally located Midtown airport would have eliminated the need for commuters to travel to Newark, LaGuardia, or JFK, fundamentally altering New York's urban landscape. Current landmarks like Hudson Yards, situated in this proposed area, might not have existed, and the neighboring regions would have seen a different developmental path. Though this concept may seem outlandish, there were practical reasons why it never came to fruition. Firstly, situating an airport in the midst of the world's most populous city would have created immense disturbances for the inhabitants. The airport, planned to handle 68 flights hourly, would have subjected residents to constant aircraft noise. Moreover, New York's existing traffic woes would have been exacerbated by additional influxes to Midtown for flights, further burdening the city's traffic management. Even if this project had received approval, it would have faced significant engineering obstacles. Procuring the land, demolishing existing buildings over a 144-block area, and then reconstructing it with an airport above would have likely ranked it as New York's most extensive and complex megaproject. Ultimately, the idea of constructing an airport 70 meters above New York amidst its dense urban environment was impractical. While the concept generated considerable excitement, these grandiose plans were confined to being mere newspaper speculations. Number 5 on our countdown is a hotel that could have become the most iconic in the world, located in New York. This takes us back to the early 1900s, a time when New York was experiencing a surge in skyscraper construction. In 1908, the Singer Building made headlines as the first skyscraper to exceed 150 meters in height, setting the stage for later marvels like the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building. Across the Atlantic, the esteemed Spanish architect Antoni Gaudi was showcasing a radically different architectural style, marked by intricate details and sinuous forms. His renowned designs for structures such as Casa Mila and Casa Batillo, which celebrated nature and Catalan heritage, were starkly different from anything in New York. Captivated by Gaudi's talent, two American entrepreneurs traveled to Barcelona in 1908 with the intent to persuade him to design an architectural gem in New York. Gaudi was intrigued and proposed a spectacular hotel design that would rise 360 meters into the air. The building's exterior would glisten with alabaster, glass, and tiles, while its interior was planned to feature restaurants, theaters, concert halls, and an exhibition theater situated over 100 meters high. At the time, the concept of such a towering structure was both groundbreaking and formidable. Gaudi was renowned for achieving what many deemed impossible. However, his ambitious plans for the hotel attraction in New York were never realized. A significant factor in this was Gaudi's deep commitment to his magnum opus, the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. The hotel attraction project was in its nascent stages, and relocating to New York would have meant abandoning the Sagrada Familia, a project to which Gaudi devoted 43 years of his life, right up to his passing. Although the project was eventually shelved, it has not been forgotten. In 2003, there was a resurgence of interest when some Spanish architects presented Gaudi's design in the competition for the new World Trade Center. Gaudi's original sketches for the hotel still captivate many, yet it appears unlikely that the project will ever be actualized. Nonetheless, had the hotel attraction been constructed in Manhattan, it would undoubtedly rank as one of the world's most intriguing architectural wonders. Number 4 on our list is the Mile High Illinois skyscraper, a concept that roots back to Chicago, often hailed as the cradle of the skyscraper. This city could have taken a monumental leap in the race to erect the world's tallest building. In 1956, renowned architect Frank Lloyd Wright unveiled his ambitious plan for the Illinois, a skyscraper that would stretch a mile into the sky. This concept was groundbreaking, especially considering that during that time, the tallest building was the Empire State Building, which was less than a quarter of the proposed height of the Illinois. Wright, who was critical of sprawling urban landscapes, aimed to create a structure that would conserve ground space by expanding vertically. His detailed model of the Illinois stood 8 meters tall and featured an astounding 528 floors. It was designed to be a self-contained city, equipped with atomic-powered elevators, parking spaces for 15,000 cars, and 100 helicopter pads. Wright envisioned the skyscraper as a central hub for all government offices in Chicago, potentially eliminating the need for additional skyscrapers. Despite the impressiveness of Wright's proposal, it was impractical with the technology and materials available at the time. To date, the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, doesn't even reach half the height Wright had proposed for the Illinois. As a result, Wright's vision remained largely theoretical, with only a few sketches and models of the Illinois surviving to this day. Number 3 on our list is what could have been America's tallest skyscraper. With its roots in Chicago, this proposal was not only more realistic compared to previous ones, but actually began construction almost 5 decades after Wright's proposal. The Chicago Spire was envisioned to be the tallest building in the United States and would have held this record even today. It was a project of the famous Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava, known for other notable projects like the World Trade Center Transportation Hub and Sweden's Turning Torso. The spire was initially proposed in 2005 and later taken up for construction by Garrett Kelleher of the Shelbourne Corporation. Its design featured a sleek, twisted shape soaring 610 meters into the Chicago skyline. Construction began with enthusiasm in 2007. Due to its slender design, the foundation needed to be exceptionally deep, resulting in a 22-meter excavation. However, the project hit a roadblock when the foundations were just laid. Like many ventures in the mid-2000s, the Great Recession played a crucial role in halting the Chicago Spire. The project's main financier, the Anglo-Irish Bank, faced survival challenges, leading to a halt in investment for the project's continuation. This caused a domino effect of lawsuits and financial issues for the developer, ultimately suspending construction with only the foundation completed. In 2013, the Shelbourne Corporation entered a bankruptcy reorganization plan, leaving the ambitious project as nothing more than a hole in the ground. 3 years later, Related Midwest took over the site. After proposing several new designs, the Chicago City Council approved an updated plan for 400 Lakeshore Drive in 2020. This new project features 2 staggering towers, 267 and 233 meters tall. According to the company, construction is set to begin this year, offering hope that this site won't be a permanent gap in Chicago's landscape. Number 2 on our list delves into Hitler's ambition to construct the world's largest dome, a plan that was ultimately derailed by the fall of Nazi Germany. This project was part of the grandiose vision for the capital city of Germania, which was to be the centerpiece of Hitler's proposed New World Order. Berlin was to be transformed into this new capital, renamed Germania. Hitler's plan involved restructuring the city around a central boulevard, stretching 5 kilometers from north to south, intersecting with an east-west axis. At the northern end of this axis was the proposed location for the Great Hall. The design for this immense domed structure was drafted by Hitler himself, inspired by his visit to the Pantheon in Rome during the 1920s. His ambition was to create something even more spectacular and significantly larger. The dome was planned to reach a height of 290 meters with a width of 250 meters, making it the most dominant building in Europe. The interior of the hall was designed to be so vast that it could potentially accommodate up to 150,000 people at once. Its size was so enormous that it would have been 17 times the volume of St. Peter's Basilica, making it a structure of unprecedented scale and ambition. In his quest to cement his empire's legacy, Hitler envisioned constructing immense architectural marvels. Historian Wolfgang Benz noted that the Great Hall was designed to reinforce authoritarian structures. This architectural style aimed to dominate, overpower, and enchant the populace. However, very few elements of the Germania plans were ever actualized, with only some foundational structures built. Ultimately, the Great Hall and other similar projects collapsed along with Nazi Germany's defeat in 1945. These plans are now seen as symbols of the grandiose delusions and the inhumane ideologies that were prevalent in Nazi Germany. For our final mega project, we travel back to the 18th century in France. This project was intended to honor one of the world's most significant scientists, Sir Isaac Newton. French architect Etienne Louis Boullée envisioned a 150-meter-high cenotaph for Newton, a structure that would even surpass the Great Pyramid of Giza in height. While the Great Pyramid served as the burial place for Egyptian pharaoh Khufu, Boulet's cenotaph was conceived as a memorial for Sir Isaac Newton, who is interred in London's Westminster Abbey. As a tribute to Newton's scientific achievements, Boulez proposed to construct the world's first domed planetarium. The interior of the spherical structure would be adorned with small holes, representing the positions of constellations and planets. At night, a grand spherical lamp inside the structure would illuminate, creating a stunning representation of the night sky. Like the other ambitious projects featured in this video, Boulez's proposal for the cenotaph was not feasible at the time it was conceived. Boulez himself likely understood this, as his approach to architecture went beyond mere construction. He viewed it as a discipline rooted in the realms of ideas and imagination. Consequently, the cenotaph remained an extraordinary yet unrealized concept. If you found this video engaging, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. For insights into mega projects that are actually being built, check out our video on the most impressive mega projects currently under construction. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.